Hello, guys. So last night we did a little private live for our members only, and we were covering RSD, Rejection Sensitivity Dysphoria. It's a common trait of ADHDers, um, and it's one that people struggle to understand the concept of and quite how vastly it affects us. So I wanted to go through a few things that I missed out last night. I tried to draw this again on the board and it looked ridiculous. So we'll go through it again with a little bit more better context. So this is a situation that RSD regularly manifests as, are they mad at me? A situation we face often. So reality has all these different options that we're not quite considering, right? Generally, no, people aren't mad at you. Sometimes people seem like they're mad at you, but they've had a bad day, or they're mildly frustrated. And here's the RSD happening in the brain. Just assuming it's a yes. It's just a straight yes. So how does this play out in relationships? So this is our relationship here. Next relationship, new relationship, wherever you're starting. So one person could say to the other, I want to spend more time with you, some more quality time. I just don't feel like I'm a priority in your life. This is a very common query that one person can have to the other party in a relationship. Now, if you have RSD and you're receiving this message, what can happen? Uh-oh, a fire goes off in the brain, triggered. Instantly, what? I'm not a good partner? That's what it triggers in you, this belief that you're not seen as how you wish to be perceived. Well, I've been busy, I tried, I haven't purposely avoided you, I haven't hurt you. Defensiveness. You're always busy too, you're always going out with your mates. Deflection and projection. Oh, nobody understands me, I'm never trying again. Catastrophizing and absolutism. I'm so useless, I can't get one thing right. Depression and negative self-talk. These are all the complicated ways our brains can process this information with rejection sensitive dysphoria. It really triggers the core part of our soul. So what happens when you give any of these responses, or all of them? Well, it depends. The other party could be very confused. What is this? Where is this coming from? I just wanted to spend more time with you. Or this party also suffers with RSD, and a fire starts in their mind too, and they will respond in the same way. If this happens enough, there's constant argument, there's unhealed pain, there's resentment, no resolution, and let's be honest, ultimately leading to a breakdown or something more severe. And then we go on to the next relationship. And without healing ourselves, it will happen over and over and over again. So, what can we do? In the first instance, we can identify how RSD impairs you in relationships. Be aware and prepare to spot and reduce sensitivity in action. This is just a case of understanding, okay, this is something that I deal with, and to be aware when it enters a relationship, how to manage that. Don't let it spiral. We don't need a fire in the brain. But let's just say we haven't managed this step. Something has happened in our relationship and a fire has happened in our brain. Well, what can we do there? There's still something. Sorry. This is where we try and have some deep and meaningfuls. Let's actually get to the problem. So without judgment, open-minded, converse. Say, this is what I'm wanting from you. This is how I'm feeling from that conversation. This is what that request makes me feel like. Because everyone is entitled to their own opinion. You're allowed to clarify, as is the other person. Just to be clear, do you think I've not been a good partner? And they get the chance to respond. No, not at all. I'm just saying, over the last month, I feel like I've not been a priority. Clarification could stop this fire. Another thing is, if you are triggered, to trying to do this while in that brain state isn't going to be helpful. You want to be responding when you're calm. So go away for a few minutes, take some deep breaths, recharge, and come back to the situation. If you still feel hurt, if you still haven't come to the conclusion that maybe you did take it too personally, if there is actually some significant hurt there, express this, but using these techniques still. Calmly, respectfully, open-minded, without judgment. So let's just say, we didn't manage that. We've responded with all these negative ways. We are triggered. And that goes back to, what can we do? Step away, breathe, go back to this step here. Literally step away from the situation, because nothing you can do right now will fix it. You need to be in a brain state that is conducive to fixing situations, to problem solving. Ways you can process your emotions is by writing them down, record them if you're better using a dictaphone, and really being able to see what these immediate thoughts and emotions are without sending them to another person. Again, return when calm. Respectfully respond without blame, judgment, passive aggressiveness. And again, if we still haven't managed this with peace and love, I'd love for you to find your peace in therapy. For the sake of you, your future relationships, not just with romantic partners, but work employees, colleagues, children, parents, every type of communication and relationship you could possibly have can at some point be affected by rejection sensitive dysphoria. So it's good to get a hold of it.